Hey, what's going, y'all? It is yours truly once again. So, this is part two of ignoring the succubus. Now, for those who have been paying attention to some of my other videos, I had said that on this part two, I would talk about more or less what do I do about female nature if I'm not trying to understand it. Well, if I'm not trying to understand female nature, just know that one thing is for sure. What I do about female nature is I rebuke female nature. Now, I'll actually talk about how I rebuke female nature in the finale. So it won't be this particular video that I talk about how I rebuke female nature. But one thing I'll leave you with as a hint to what I will be talking about then. In order to rebuke a demon, you have to be an exorcist. But I pushed it off to the finale because it is so extensive that I already had a lot of information that I wanted to cover on this part two. So let's get right into it, shall we? Now, previously with what I was saying in my part one of Ignore the Succubus, if I'm ignoring a female, it's because I know that she has the spirit of the succubus. This means that I do not have any continued contact or associations with her. This is how one continues to resist the devil that's in her. For in James chapter 4, verse 7, it does say, submit unto Yah, resist the devil, and he'll flee from you. James chapter 4, verse 7. Now, submit and withstand her approach and reproach. Now, the approach part could be just if you as a man have a female that is basically a succubus come up to you and start to talk to you, just tries to have her advances, but something ain't right about her, right? And so, of course, you try to reject her, and then after the rejection, she gives you reproach. A lot of the reproach is just basically shaming language. That's just one aspect. There are other aspects, but I'm just dealing with one right now. I think the greatest way to test a man's manhood, if you will, for a man, I believe with you, brother, the best thing you can do, to me, the greatest aspect of manhood is when a man actually learns how to reject a female. Not all the females you get. What about the ones you reject? That really tests your manhood, because hopefully you're doing a good job at rejecting females that have the spirit of the succubus. So, I recently did a video that talked about narcissism because this has also a lot to do with the spirit of the succubus. It's titled, Is Narcissism Witchcraft? But overall, bro, just continue to yield to the Most High Yah as He directs your path. For it says in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6, trust in the Creator, lean not to your own understanding. Acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He shall direct your path. So basically, ride along with the Creator while she continues to ride the carousel. Another way to continue to take a stand, is to take a stand on your beliefs, if you will. Take a stand as a man. That's how you continue to take a stand. But before I get to that, I just also wanted to bring up in regards to the carousel. It's always been about easy come, easy go for her, and she's pretty easy going about it. She's pretty much all about easy access. And she don't like a man that's not making it easy for her, if you will. So, but yeah, going forward, take a stand as a man. Take a stand on your beliefs. Take a stand on what you hold dearly. That helps your manhood stay intact. That makes you the man that you are today. Overall, the succubus does not like a real man. Once again, she likes everything easy going, if you will. She don't like a real man. A real man is a righteous man. Now, the true definition of a nice guy is a righteous man. And going forward, This world always tries to make you their type of nice guy. So you want to be the creator's definition of the nice guy, not this world's definition of a nice guy. Besides, the succubus does not have time for a righteous man, a real man. She's out there doing it up, living my best life. That's what they're doing. You know, that's what a lot of these females that have the spirit of the succubus are doing right now. And it's a very trendy hashtag, you know, the living my best life hashtag. And it's been very trendy lately. But to me, it's demonic. Most of the living my best life hashtags have come from social media. And if one does not know, media is definitely a form of airwaves. Now, in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2, it says, were in times past, ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. So you mean to tell me that the prince of the power of the air? Who is the prince of the power of the air? It's Satan. Look it up. So media being a form of airwaves, and you walk in the course of this world according to the prince of the powers of this air, you giving into the media of Satan, living my best life. There you go. Now you can put all the demonic together. Worketh now in the children of disobedience. These children of disobedience want to live their best life now. They want to be disobedient. It's better for them. They think that's what really living your best life is now. And to be honest with you, a lot of their disobedience, they don't even consider it as disobedient. And so you get a lot of these females with the spirit of the succubus who pretty much live in that same order. Her disobedience is really for her just living her best life now. The hashtag of living our best life now also affects your spiritual and your mental condition because of its origin from social media, the airwaves, controlled by the prince of the power of the air, Satan himself. And don't even try to speak about godly things that are spiritual and mental to her. No, she would rather hear about the worldly things that are spiritual and mental, if you will. All that stuff derived from social media. And there's a list of things, but nevertheless, it's her way or the highway, and she will laugh at you based on what you're trying to talk about, or as she would say, your way. Yet, she would call you on those late nights at the last minute for a rendezvous. Because why? She's living her best life, right? But, you know, that's when it goes back to when you just need to ignore her, because you know that she has the spirit of the succubus. See, Usher had the song where he says, you don't have to call. It's okay, girl. I'm going to be all right tonight. Obviously, this implies that he was affected by a female that had the spirit of the succubus, and maybe he's trying to go out there and live his best life that night. But I encourage one of y'all, or many of y'all fellas, not to do that. Don't go try to live like she's living. Get right with the Most High Yah. Just ignore her that night when she calls, because she knows she's in her spirit, and she wants to put that spirit in you. So, but yeah, check out my part 3 coming up, where I will specifically talk about how I actually rebuke female nature, because that in all is what the spirit of the succubus really is about. Signing out.